Hi people, welcome back to my channel. This is Misty. We're not doing Ethany's 31 Days of Tarot because that's over. So I took yesterday to think about what I could do to maybe do an occasional video. I really don't see me doing a video every day, but who knows, if I might get something I want to talk about, I might pop on and do another video. But I mentioned in one of the videos for that little challenge that you put out was that I had several decks that I want to work with more in this year. So I was thinking maybe a different deck a month and maybe post some readings with those decks, that kind of thing. Maybe just spend the month talking about the decks and showing some readings off and doing that kind of thing. That might be kind of fun. So I figured for the first month I'll do my illuminated tarot. So, and then, yeah, I know we're already a day into the month, and it's a pretty short month, but let's just go with it. We'll see how it goes. So I figured what to do on the first day, and I was like, how about a deck interview? Because I don't think I've done a deck interview with some of the decks that I mentioned that I want to work with more. So I found a deck interview that I liked online. Yes, I do. I riffle shuffle. Sorry. It's the Fool's Journey by Beth Maiden. It's a 6-card layout that she says layout however you want. She doesn't have a specific layout, but I kind of like the look of a circle, the top, the first 3 cards being the top, the second 3 cards being on the bottom. So figured we'll go with that, and I'm just shuffling. Stop when the cards tell me to stop, and I'm doing this live. I'm recording this. There's going to be no editing because I don't have those skills. And we have a jumper. So now, seeing as I can't switch my camera around, I figured what I would do would be I would use my long neglected Instagram and post a picture of the layout. So maybe I'll figure out how to put the link to my Instagram in my little description thing once I get this loaded up and everything. So I laid out the deck, top 3 cards, bottom 3 cards, and I'll just put my jumper in the middle. Okay, so the first card in the first position, I'll mark them in my little thing when I put them up on Instagram too, is tell me about yourself. What is your most important characteristics? Wow, and I got, can you see it? It's a little small. Try to hold it. Hopefully it'll clear up. Please clear up. It's the 3 of Cups. Really like the colors in this deck. So 3 of Cups, you going to help bring me together with some people. You are going to kind of be a celebration this month of, I guess, me getting back into tarot, working with it more on an everyday basis. It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty down with that. All right. What are your strengths as a deck? We got, can you see? That's the Four of Pentacles. You have two down here, one here, and one there. It's kind of weird. I've kind of always looked at this card as kind of like a miserly card. So this card is going to help me learn a little bit more than I previously learned. It's all going to be about me, myself, and I bringing the stuff in towards me, which I'm kind of down with. 9 of discs. Let's see. Don't really have overly amount of discs. Can you see that? It's a pretty card. Again, it's a lady walking through a garden. I'm going to be gathering up all this knowledge, all this kind of like after the fact of working on the garden, planting the garden, everything, planning the garden. I get to enjoy the benefits of the garden. I'm walking through it. This is going to be all the hard work, and this is for what are your limitations as a deck. So it's going to be whatever I put into it is what's going to come out of it. I can only enjoy so much if I'm not willing to put into it. So this is like, hey, this is a beautiful place, but you got to work on it. You got to plan it. So it's only going to show me as much as I'm willing to do. All right. What are you here to teach me? 3 of discs. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Yeah. 3 of discs. Can you see it? I really like the colors in this deck. I wish it was bigger. This deck is here to teach me to listen. This deck is here to teach me to go back to the beginning and use other people's knowledges. One of my goals that I spoke in one of the other videos was I want to go back and read more tarot books. So this one, it's going to open me up back to going back to the basics, not just relying on intuition, going for somebody else's knowledge. And what do you know? I decided to, I got the heater on and it's starting to get hot, so calm down. It's just a tank top. So I got a reversal, and I sat there and thought for a minute when I was laying it down and talking to you all if I was going to switch it around, and I decided not to. And the reversal is a major arcana card, the Moon. Again, I think with this deck, what it really wants me to do is to go back to the basics. To go back to the keywords, not relying so much on my intuition with this deck. It wants me to focus on the knowledge that came before, the stuff that I can learn from it. So not so much as being out there, it wants me to be back down here into real life, which I think is definitely something that I would like to work on. And I'll have to think on how to do that. Might have to go card by card and just write down keywords and see what sticks. Alright, and then that was 5, and it actually, the question for 5 was, how can I best learn and collaborate with you, which is back to basics, getting out of my head and down in front of me on the table. And then very last one, what is the potential outcome of our working relationship? Got another major arcana. She calls this the awakening. Judgment. So this one is, it has yet to be seen. This deck isn't quite sure what our relationship is. I'm not quite sure what our relationship is either, because this is not normally a deck that I like to use. So we're both going to try for the month, and we're both going to see how it works out. And hopefully at the end of these 28 days, I will have a new appreciation for Rider-Waite, and just doing what the cards are telling me and not what the cards are what I expect the cards to say. And in the bottom, my jumper in the center, we have another major arcana card, the Sun. New beginnings, new journeys, illumination. I kind of like that. I think that's a good card to start off this month with. This is my card for studying with this deck. New partnerships, new beginnings. I like this. So there is my reading for this month on what it wants me to do, and strong feeling that it wants me to go back to the basics, that I need to brush up and not just read intuitively for this month. So that's my plan. I'm not going to read intuitively this month. I am going to, who knows, I might even pull out the old Celtic cross and see how that goes. So there you go. Next video probably will be another reading and me talking about how I've worked with the cards in the following week. So I will have another video up Friday. I'm actually probably going to post videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. My plan, we'll see how that goes, is Monday will be sort of like, kind of like a story time, a magical vlog about kind of all the weird, freaky things that have happened to me that fall in that category, because once you start this path, stuff doesn't stay normal for you for long. And then Wednesday, I probably talk about books, you know, fiction books and that kind of thing. And then Friday will be tarot. How's that sound? So thank you for watching. If you've managed to stay up, this is a pretty long video. So I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good one. Bye.